right. Holy poly pencils. All right, welcome back. Hope you got some good practice in on that castle. Let me know if you did. I'd like to see what the results were. And maybe I can help you with anything you're struggling with here. 2-point perspective. 2-point perspective uses 2 vanishing points, one for lines running along the length of the object, and one on the opposite line. The opposite side for lines running across the width of the objects. So here, one right there, and you can see here, normal eye level. Alright, that's for 3-point. We'll just do 2 points since it's challenging enough. So let's do the 2 vanishing points. Okay. One right here. One right here. Alright. Let's just bring it in a little bit more here. First of all, real loose. Alright. I actually did this perspective when I was in 9th grade. My art class here. Line in the middle. Okay. Okay. It's kind of like a diamond. You know. Look to this for reference. Okay, so you got the pillars right here. In the middle. Right there, right there, there. Try to eyeball it. Use the finger method. Something like that. Kind of eyeball it. Alright. Don't worry about it being perfect. Okay. And here, you can see that right there. There. Okay. That's how you have these, whatever you call these little bricks. Now notice when I drew those in, they get a little bit wider as they come closer to your eye. Alright, this big pillar here. And here, bring this up a little bit, do a little curve. Alright. Then put a little cone in there. Give it some space. Same here. I'll draw this a little bit higher up because I'm following that picture. Do a curve there. Can make sure that follows the vanishing point as well. Alright. Actually have this go up in the middle so it follows the middle. That line you just drew right there. Okay. And then same thing. I'm not going to have as many of these blocks, just so I get the point. Okay, never perfect, never perfect. And, over here, I'll do the same thing over here. And again, try to make it the same amount of these blocks jetted up. Let's bring it in a little bit more. Bring it in for the real thing here. And they're getting a little bit wider the closer they come to the eye there. Okay. Alright, and then this, I'll bring that up a little bit more. Keep it loose so you can stay sketchy. And not going to be able to see very much of that one right there because I drew it so small. And let's do a little doorway drawbridge. Again, keep it loose. Upside down U. A little bit of a slant there. That might take a little bit of practice to do if you're not used to doing that. And the detail here, we can erase. I get a good eraser, not one that's all gross and faded. Let's see. I can even erase that. I want to put some detail in. Some brickwork. And I like this because you don't draw every brick, but again, it's following that vanishing point. Okay, see what I did there? Okay, I want some more brickwork, implied brickwork over here. It's okay as long as it's coming from that vanishing point and makes sense. Do something like that. And you got some brickwork. Let's erase some of these lines. Alright. Voila, you got some brickwork without drawing all the bricks in. Your mind fills in the rest. Says, okay, yeah, there's bricks. You know, you're not going to see them all. Some of them are going to fade into the actual wall itself. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm going to finish this up and I'll show you how it turns out. Alright. Here's a little, you can do one of those. And hope you follow along with me and give it a try yourself. Doesn't have to be perfect. Again, I'm looking at it now. This tower is a little bit taller than that. Alright, so filled in some details here. Did some little bit of shading. I threw some brickwork right here going to the vanishing points as much as possible. Maybe a little bit too much brickwork on this side. But notice what I did here. I curved these out. And this somewhat still goes to the vanishing point there. Same on the other side. Curve this one out, bottom as well. And again, it's not perfect. It favors this side more than that a little bit. But it's practice. It's fundamentals. You know, I also gave some more depth to these top bricks here on, you know, top of the wall. And gave it a little flag. So there you go. Practice that. 2-point perspective. Maybe just practice, just like I did the other one, a shape. You know, a big square. Just practice this in your spare time on a napkin if you're at a restaurant. Or in a little sketchbook at home. Just practice that. You know? Doesn't have to be perfect. A ruler, though, will make it a lot more accurate. It's just the fundamentals. I'm kind of looking through this camera drawing, so it's a little bit trickier, but, you know, maybe practice, okay, after that, start practicing the pillars. You know, make them a little bit taller, round them off. Make them go to that vanishing point over there. Alright, so that's your homework. And round these off. Make it a little bit longer here, round it off. So remember, it's only 10 seconds a day. Thanks for watching.